everyone, it's Deb. Welcome to my channel. I've been working like a crazy lady for the last few days. I was watching Diane H. She was doing her glue book. Well, I had to go make a glue book. So I looked through all the books I had and I came across this book, Paper Bliss by Sky Rogers. I didn't change the cover at all. Not at all. So I'll show you what I've added. I've only done a couple of pages, like glue pages in here. Trying to get my mess out of the way so it's not confusing. I've been cutting paper. But it's fun. It's lots of fun. I hope, yeah, unfortunately with magazine pages, they do glare quite a bit. But I left what was in here. This is what was in the book, front and back. If I can get to the back, right here. So I'll just show you what I've added. This was from a book. I just threw it in there. I had to find some pretty big pages here and there because this is a big book. It doesn't look that big, but it really is. I want to get Timmy's ruler because I can measure easier. See, this is almost, well, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7 5/8 by 9.5. So yeah, it's pretty big for a glue book. And I did 3 signatures, as you can see, on the spine. I used kind of a tan color wax linen thread, and I don't know if I like it. It would have looked better, I think. Well, I guess it kind of goes with this paper. Anyways, we'll get on with this. So I have a flip out here, and then I've used some children's music, and some of my pages are pretty small. It's kind of a small book. A lot of these are from just books I have hanging out. I did use a little bit of scrap paper in here. I don't like this paper at all, so I'm glad I'm covering it. And this is from a typewriter book. This is from calendar. Junk mail. This was a page I just finished. I glued in a page from Daphne's diary. And it says, I can just see myself sitting on this bench under the blossom. Well, boy, I sure can too. So that's the kind of stuff I sort of like. So then it was glued on a recipe book or a page. And then I added just paper bag. I opened it up. And I've got a little memo card there. I used, I believe this is an Edmonton map. County of, I don't know. I just used a map. And then some music paper, bigger, larger. And this came from, I don't remember, one of my books. This was Hawaiian map. I have a few maps in here. So, and here's I had to add washi tape to this envelope, but it opens at the top. And more map. The other side, music paper, map. And the other part of that note, it has a bit of a tear here. I'm going to, by the time I glue something over it, it'll be fine. And the rest of the bag. And of course you can see it's a food thing. The back of the calendar, the other side. And here's the back of the typewriter page. Here's the other half of the scrapbook paper I don't like. And this came from an art book that I have. I can't remember where I got this from. I looked at so many books today, I'm just, I don't remember. So anyways, there's this and then that. I did this on the back of that. That's what I did. It's a mother holding her child, and it says, I carry your heart with me. I carry it in my heart. Yeah. That's what mothers do. Indeed we do. Here's the second signature. And more of the fashion. It's from a fashion book, all black and white. And this was another scrapbook paper. I couldn't stand it. Typewriter book. This was from calendar, junk mail. This was from a foodie book. And paper bag, the memo. And here's one of the maps. Oh, you'll see the other side of this. This was a piece of scrapbook paper. It was only 6 inches wide. So, and then I added this, and this is my center signature. So I've got that in there. That opens. Or map. See how cute is that? That's really cute paper. I like it. Anyways, this was in the map. I think, yeah, it was in this map on the other side. Then I added that. This is Edmonton map. Just note paper, paper bag, another foodie page, just a piece of that junk mail, and added that. That was a calendar. This was the typewriter book. Ugly scrapbook paper. The other side of the fashion. Children's music. And I wanted some heavy paper because I needed it to house each signature. And I think I accomplished that. So we start again in the third signature. It's just basically the same stuff over again. This is that fashion. It's a soft cover. And I got this out of a book as well. Don't remember. That's the typewriter paper. This was a calendar. This I thought was really cute for junk mail. I thought it had a really nice kind of design over the top. So that should be interesting cutting and gluing. Here's a foodie. Some paper bag, the memo paper. This map, because it's Edmonton map, it's very thin, but it'll strengthen up when I glue over it. And more music paper. The Rainbow Book of Art. That's where these art pages came from. That's Hawaii again, and this is the middle of the signature. So I've got an envelope here. And from that art book, more music paper, Oh yes. I had folded it up. I haven't glued, I forgot. I haven't glued these down yet, but I don't really want to until I know what I'm putting on the page. So there's that. Some white paper, paper bag, another foodie, the other half of that junk mail. This was calendar, typing book, this was a plate from John James Audubon, so I'd have to look this up to see what book that came from. Anyway, that's from the fashion fashion book I have, the ugly scrapbook paper, children's music, and the last signature. So yeah, that's what I've made in the last couple of days, and I've started gluing. But there was something else I wanted to share. A few things. I bought a couple of collage books. One's called Collage Imagery 2. It's a collection of photographic images for use in personal art. So my glue book is my personal stuff. So yeah, I thought, and I'm a backwards flipper. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do. So there's like 4 images. Unfortunately, they're not the same on both sides, whereas this door book is. So you've got to choose. You got to pick and choose which one you're going to use. So, but isn't that great? Like, there's all kinds of different things in here. I like that. That's awesome too. Because actually we should be looking at it like this. But it takes too long for me to try and flip it. I'll try. Oh, no, I can't do it. It flies out of my hand. So you have to imagine it being this way. So there's lots of collage pages in here. And I'm going to kind of go a little bit quick just to give you an idea of how cool it is. It is cool. So it's nice. And this is by the same author, Catherine Anderson. They're both by her. This is a doorway of Portugal. And that's where one of my first ones in my glue book came from. So if you notice this side, you see the other side is exactly the same. I had contemplated cutting them open so that they opened, but it's not very thick paper. So yeah, but there's lots of neat doors. I love doors. I love windows. I love terraces. I love those, I don't know if I've got it handy here. Those lost places, you know what I'm talking about? If you haven't seen those magazines, oh my gosh, they're amazing. They're amazing for artists, really. But, I mean, they're copywritten, so you can't really use them, but you can for your own personal use. And I know Dee Dee Willingham, who I watch a lot, she does that, and it's beautiful work that she does. So, but I also wanted to show you this. Do you see the name? I have another one of these from a few years ago. What I did is I had, you know how you can have books printed They're usually scrapbooks. That's what this is. It's not really a scrapbook, but it's a memory for me of all the digitals. And this isn't all of them because I couldn't fit them. They had a sale and I couldn't fit all my images in here. But a lot of them are in here that I created. So I'm going to try and get it on screen. And it's got a little bit of a glare. So these are the digitals that I've always want to remember. And it's kind of nice to look through to see what you've actually created. I don't know if any of you do that with your art. I did it with my painting. When I was painting in my mixed media days, I did a book. But I love the collage much better. I love Photoshop. I love collage. I like working in Photoshop. So these are all of my work. Not all of them, like I said, but some of my work. Some of the ones that I wanted to put in this book are in here. There was more, but I couldn't fit them. But I just wanted to show you what you can do. And wow, it's just, it's amazing. And the printing is so amazing. It almost makes me want to have all of my pages professionally printed, not by these guys, but, you know, by Staples but that would just cost an arm and a leg, really. I'm going to start tearing this up. I don't know. I think so. But I just wanted to show you some of the buttons that I've added in here. I think there's more here. I think there was some, yeah, there was some down here. A little bit more there. Yeah. So, just to give you an idea, this was one of my favorite pages that I ever created, just with flowers and a little text in the background. And I did many colors of these. So, and they're still selling today. So I'm really, this is a keepsake for me. I love it. So if any of you are creators, even of your journals, and if there's pages that you love, you should just take pictures and have a book done when they're on sale. They're cheap. Like this only cost me, I think, $22. Like, gosh, that's pretty nice. I think the last one I got was this size, and it opened this way. I can't find it. It's hidden somewhere. Things are going to get really, really busy in our house. Tomorrow we will probably have the paper signed again from the people that we're buying a house from. And we're going to be moving out of Edmonton, about an hour and 15 minutes away. And it's a bigger place. I get the whole basement. Yippee! I get a basement again, but it has windows, and I'm so happy about that. Because I've always been, like, housed in. There's a window in this room, but it's behind my desk. Because I have a whole corner that my desk takes up the whole corner. So, I'm just so excited. We'll be moving in September sometime. So, yeah, I'm happy. So I'll keep you updated on that as we go, because we need a new furnace, we need a new roof, Ay, ay, ay. And we need to get electricity put in the garage because it has none. They've done it farmer way where they've added an extension cord from the house, and that's what operates the door opener. Well, that's kind of illegal to do. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Whether we get all this stuff done before or just after we move or not, I don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Anyways, I wanted to let you know that I've been busy. And I love making glue books. I love them. I like those better any day of the week than a junk journal. I don't like the decorating part. And I'm struggling even with my glue book. Maybe I'm overthinking it, as Diane H says. Overthinking the glue book. She says to put in your background pages first. Well, I did hear, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard for me right now, but maybe once I get on a roll with it, I think it's going to get easier. But I thought the name Paper Bliss was perfect for my very first glue book. Although in my mixed media days, we had glue books too. But they were a little bit different because they were all painted, like painted paper. So that's a whole different ball game. Anyway, enough of me babbling on about nothing. So I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh, one more thing. There's a few more people that are sending entries for my giveaway, my birthday giveaway challenge. And just to remind you, my birthday was April 16th. So, yeah, we're just carrying on. But actually, I can't accept, as of today, I'm not going to accept any more entries because we're going to get into my packing time when I'm going to be packing and moving. So I at the end of June is absolutely the cutoff. Absolutely the cutoff. I can't wait any longer because, I'm not that young and I need time to pack. And I'll tell you, this room is going to take a long time. So, having said that, I'm out of here. Bye, everyone.